Chris, first I guess I have to ask you, describe that moment when Silva's leg shattered as you saw it and felt it in the octagon.
Well, coming from the first fight, the one thing that we really prepared for that he was most effective with was his leg kick. So I worked a lot on checking those leg kicks, and the way I was taught to check those leg kicks from Ray Longo is put your knee on the shin. Don't go shin to shin. Go get your knee on it. He's actually broken some people's legs like that in one person's leg in sparring. So I did that. I didn't expect for him for his leg to break, but it's one of those things where when you do that and you kick someone's knee, you don't want to kick again. So that was the intention, and ended up breaking his leg.
So when I've checked many kicks in my life, and nothing's ever broke. Did you feel it break? Did you feel the snap? Is there anything, or did it feel regular?
I knew, I've stopped guys in sparring when they really try to kick me hard, and I get my knee right on it, where they take a second, they limp away, but never broke anybody's leg. So I didn't feel it break, but when I seen him put his leg back down, and I seen something happen, I knew right away he wasn't getting back up.
If this is indeed Silva's final fight, what do you think his legacy to this sport is?
He's the greatest of all time. I said it before this fight. I said no matter what happens in this fight, as much as you want to, talk trash on the guy you're going to fight, he deserves to be named the greatest of all time. He's done so much for the sport, so much for the UFC, and I don't want to be the guy who takes any of that away from him.
As a fighter, you got to be ready for every scenario when you walk into that cage. But what was the game plan? Was it to take him down?
Yeah, I felt, I'm not the type of guy who's just going to shoot in. I always set things up with my striking. So if there was openings for laying some shots on him, I was going to do that. But I thought my biggest advantages over him were definitely my wrestling and my jiu-jitsu. So that's where I wanted to lean the fight towards the whole time.
You were looking to gain respect by beating Anderson Silva a second time. Some people felt that your first win was a fluke. What do you feel you accomplished tonight, considering the way it ended?
It's tough. You don't want to break somebody's leg and it go out like that. But the thing is, last fight he kicked my leg a lot, and people were like, "Oh, I was going to get stopped with leg kicks." Now I check the leg kick and his leg breaks, and are they going to hold fluke? Who knows? But it's what I intended to do. I intended to check the kick, and his leg broke. It happens. Yeah.
How did you feel Anderson Silva's approach was to you this time? Was it a different approach when he walked in that cage with you?
I didn't really care. Everybody was asking me that question. To be honest, the only time I thought about it was when I was getting asked it. My thing was just my mentality, walking forward, physically and mentally breaking him, just like I do in practice every day. That's my focus. Is not really worried about what that other guy's going to do.
What's next for you now?